All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Possibly the last game of the night. We'll see what Nine Lives has to say about it. Um, Keno's here with Nickel. Nickel, what are Nine Lives going to do differently?
Ban Vagar.
All right, that's
But
it.
besides that, uh, they had. I don't know exactly what if they should do anything totally differently. Because, like I was saying in the last game, they were doing a pretty good job at keeping Option 12 at bay. They were getting to a point where they were kind of getting them off of their flow, so to speak. Because Option 12 is pretty by the book, if as we've said time and time again. It's really just getting them off of. Okay, don't have them have an early lead. I'm always happy to see Teemo get banned. Anyways, um, make sure they don't get an early lead, and then just make sure that they don't really have any vision on objectives and whatnot. Yeah, and that might be asking a lot, but
I actually don't think they're going to ban Vagar here. I think they'll first pick him.
no, get up for CB Hickey.
Yeah, we'll see though.
Yeah,
That could force Option 12 to ban him.
still really annoyed by that Ivern.
There's just so many good first picks though. I mean, do you want to run into? Yeah, you got to ban the Morgana. So they're gonna first pick Vagar if Option 12 doesn't ban it. Yep, there we go. Good job by
There it
Option
is.
12 predicting that. So we'll see what the first pick here is. Maybe Nebulon wants Prowler's pick of Nocturne. Maybe they take Scion away.
Looking at their chat, Fat Lee brings up a pretty good point.
Okay.
No Nocturne ban.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe they'd grab Nocturne, but it looks as though they're going to let Prowler get it again, which is kind of surprising. I mean, you don't really wake up in the morning and go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to first pick Nautilus. I mean, it's a flex pick, especially in the LCUS. And, you know, it's a good way to hide what you're doing. But in Game 2, after what happened last game, I think they should have been a little more aggressive with their pick.
Yep.
Because now it's going to be Scion Nocturne, I'm pretty sure. Hey, look at that.
Yep. The profit is here, folks.
Well, Amumu could be a good pick. Get a real tanky composition. Amumu did real great stuff for Phoenix. Basically carried them in games 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm. Seems like that the chat is pretty decided that after the Scion Nocturne pick for option 12 that it is GG.
Well, we'll see. Brandana grabbing that Tristan is a big deal.
Definitely a comfortable pick for him.
Not sure about
Galio.
the Galio. Good durability. I like the taunt. Obviously has some mobility around the map as well, especially if Hickey stays with that teleport. But he's not really... He hasn't impressed me that much in the LCUS.
Right.
Like, 9 Lives lost last week with this Galio because they weren't really sure how to utilize him. Obviously, by the end of that game, they had learned. So it's possible they'll be able to do it properly now. But I don't know if he has the presence on the field that they need.
Could be that they practiced with him for a couple of games this week, too. You never know.
It is worth noting that the Nautilus is still... Ooh, a Victor ban. Interesting. I know Shaken Not Stirred likes Victor quite a lot. Anyway, Nautilus could still be flex, could still be support. But clearly they don't think that because they banned the Braum. So we'll see what the last ban is here. Jungle is also an option as well. They could take the Jax away, but Nebulon hasn't... Oh, they're hedging their bets. They ban a top laner and a support. Alright, that's fair. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what they decide to go with.
Get rid of Karma.
Yeah, I mean Karma's a good mid laner. Irritating as heck.
Yep.
I would not be surprised to see. Actually, I'm not too familiar with Shaken's thing. I was gonna say Orianna, but you know that was what CB Hickey was playing. Not surprised to see the Sona again.
Definitely keeping us on our toes. What Shaken's going to be playing in the mid lane.
Oh, there's that jungle.
Xin Zhao coming
Xin
back.
Xin has helped teams come back from behind in the past. Got a lot of surprise CC. Alright, so now the answer is this Nautilus topper or support? Just watch him pick something.
Jungle, please.
Pick something like, oh, they banned Shen. I was gonna say pick another. Oh, get that Lulu. Alright, the Lulu wasn't banned.
Ah,
So that's nice. Lulu can help quite a bit for this team. Lulu ult on the Xin can be very impactful.
and what everybody's been waiting for. What is going to be mid lane? Ash away. What are you going to pick for Shaken Not Stirred?
Soraka. Oh.
Fizz. Rise.
Karthus.
Nothing.
No, no one.
Aurelia.
I feel like that has to be a mistake.
Right out of the gate. Alright. Hedge your bets now, folks. Was that a mistake, or is that really what Shaken Not Stirred is going for?
All right, let's with this long pause before switching characters.
Oh, before we even say anything, let's make sure that they're in their proper lanes.
Yep.
I was
Yeah.
for sure that that Lulu was going to be a top.
Man, the shuffling.
Oh, okay. So wait, what? Ooh,
They're still shuffling. Give them a minute.
Dion playing magical chairs there, buddy. Really big, man. I understand you need multiple chairs, but come on now, find a seat and stick with it.
I'm getting flashbacks to Phoenix game 1 here.
Yeah, bringing out something that's not.
Okay.
Have fun. Eh.
All right, that's fine.
My aneurysm is coming back from Target Jungle. No,
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
that's
It's
okay.
not that bad.
I mean, AP Scion, assuming it's AP Scion, can be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just like AP Nasus can be a thing. We saw how well that worked out.
I can see kind of why option 12 did this. A little bit. And my frame of reference is that Odin has a pretty deep champ pool. I know that he's been playing Aurelia. I didn't know that much that he would give up Scion for. But, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, we're for the sake of the rest of this game, we're going to pretend that, or not pretend, we're going to assume that Aurelia was not a mistake. We're going to assume that this is an intentional comp that they're deciding to do. Scion versus Galio mid. How do you think that'll play out?
I feel like that'll be pretty slow. Depending on how Shaken builds him, I assume he's probably going to go AP Scion. I feel like that Scion is going to be a pretty good, decent bully. Not good bully to Galio.
Yeah, it really depends because Galio does have that magic shield, and
Right.
all of Scion's harass is magic based.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how much that will affect Galio. Obviously, the slow will still lead to some damage.
Interestingly enough, he's bringing
Ignite.
Ignite. Yeah, I was going to say Incinerate. I'm like, that's not right. Yeah, he's bringing Ignite with him, so he's thinking that he's going to be doing some pretty decent damage to him.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's worth also noting that Xin theoretically will be ganking earlier than Prowler will.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing if that has some impact, I could see Nautilus and Xin really ganging up on this Irelia early. Irelia obviously does have a lot more mobility now.
Yep.
But at the same time, there is a lot of CC that comes out of Xin and Nautilus together.
Right. I'm actually kind of looking forward to see how Odin plays Aurelia, because he's really used to playing big, tanky characters. And in this scenario, that's not going to be the case.
Right.
Like you were saying, Aurelia has pretty good mobility, but I don't know.
And this might actually throw off our chat's prediction as well.
Right.
Because, saying the Scion Nocturne GG, that was before we knew where the Scion was going.
Yeah. I think it was more towards the Nocturne, but...
Yeah. We'll see. I think that Xin has a potential to beat Nocturne in the jungle early, especially.
Yeah. So, Kenos, who do you think is going to win? Do you think that Nine Lives is going to pull it out of their hats?
I think Nine Lives has an opportunity to do it. Scion mid may be a meme that doesn't pan out, but it's possible that the rest of the lanes will do well enough it doesn't matter. We'll have to see. Ooh. Going to the Neo Skin Showdown. I think that option 12 wins this. I like
Yeah.
the spiky assassin coordination thing they got going on.
I tend to agree.
Tristana and
Is
Lulu
it all-
look too much alike.
Is it also because Nine Lives has a joke skin with the Birdio?
No, I wasn't really judging based on that.
Now you are.
Well, now I am. Now that you've brought it to my attention. All right, and once again, thank you to Old Host for sponsoring.
Thank you, old host.
Let's make sure that I am fully maxed out on time here. I am.
Make a website for all of the crazy picks for the LCUS teams.
Ooh, that's a new chroma. I haven't seen that one before.
For whom?
On Chicken Nutsard.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Where you is?
Flame Train.
Oh! I like it. Kind of like an Optimus Prime type thing going on here.
From Bay Formers, of course. He just didn't. He doesn't have the flames in the originals. That's all I'm saying. All right, so not that much aggression. Great Beard of Odin is up top, considering his life choices up until this point. Wait, no, I really was an intentional pick. We're still going based off that. And if option 12 ends up winning here, I'm sure that'll be the first thing I ask them.
Yep.
And the second thing.
So is that the third thing?
Well, the third thing is just going to be how they think they're going to do against Phoenix.
Okay. Bring in the Irelia, obviously.
Obviously. Also, since we aren't going to be having a third set of games, just want to shout out a quick thanks to all of our Twitch Prime subscribers. Make sure that if your Twitch Prime subscription has expired, that you resubscribe. And we appreciate all of you. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Ashway and Ace approaching the lane slightly differently. Not that it seems to matter. Interesting to see 9 Lives kind of hang back. I do appreciate Brandana using a different Tristana skin than the Dragon Tamer one. Whoa, I had actually looked at Yuge's Nautilus skin. That's something else. Chromas, man, they make everything look weird.
It's like it's a whole new game.
Whole new skin, at least. Alright, we'll see what happens here. Hickey taking some damage early from that harass, like you said. Has not quite specced into that magic shield yet. Probably waiting to take that at level 3. So, paying for it.
Shaken is going to take his time, take the opportunity while it lasts. Doing a pretty good job of it, being the bully that he is.
Both should be hitting level 3 soon. Oh, here comes
Zal
in.
coming in. Ashway in trouble, trying to do her best to get away. Ooh!
A lot of flashes blown for that.
Alright. There we go, 9 lives. Starting out strong.
Alright. It's funny, both Shaken and Hickey took shield at level 3. So they're both becoming equally durable. Prowler, meanwhile, just doing Nocturne things, continuing his crusade. Coming top, looks like, nope. Wait. Yep, is going to get spotted. Let's see if Huge falls back. Does not fall back, and Odin cuts him off, lands the stun. You're going to get a fear on here as well. Does flash, the fleeing works in his advantage, and he manages to get away. Remember way back in the early days of the game when fear, you would sometimes run toward your opponent?
Yeah.
That was dumb.
Wrong way, wrong way. I'm afraid, I love you. It's a charm.
Good taunts, but not quite long enough. Hickey definitely taking a lot of damage here. Do you think it's possible that Shaken may just build straight regular Scion?
I mean, it's always a possibility.
But, you know,
I feel like-
compared to AP Scion, I mean.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to depend on how the game goes. In fact, I wouldn't even put it past them if they're gonna build Shaken just because they don't really have a lot of meat on their team.
Right.
In fact, I'm surprised you're not on your soapbox saying that they don't have enough meat on their team. But he might just build a regular Scion so that when option 12 starts their rotations like they inevitably do, they have a better chance of having somebody take some shots.
See, the issue with me and my soapbox in this situation is that because the lineup is so weird, you know, the normal rules don't apply, you know?
Right.
Because if I'm going to complain about that, I could complain about just how the fact that their team comp is not standard, and that can also be a problem. So I'm sticking.
That's a different soapbox entirely.
Right, exactly. And I mean, they have a lot of stuns and stuff to make up for it.
Right.
But we'll see. And I mean, honestly, 9 Lives doesn't have too much either. I mean, they have the really durable Nautilus, but depending how Galio builds, he could be really squishy.
No.
So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I think they obviously need to get some magic damage out of this Scion, otherwise the limited damage dealing will just be too big. Brandana's trying to make something happen here. Does flash for it. We'll see if the explosion is enough. It's not. Prowler coming back in as well. Gromp chased him all the way to the lane, which is kind of funny. But Brandana used flash and got nothing out of it, so I'm sure option 12 feels good about that. Do see Gregosaurus there.
Odin's doing pretty well in the lane against Nautilus, as you might expect for right now.
Yeah, Huge doing his best Darien impression. Hanging out, getting bullied. 50% CS behind. Yeah, Odin's landing those stuns very well. This isn't like some of the other Irelia lanes we've seen where both characters are dancing. It's just Huge kind of like stumbling around and hoping not to get stunned too much.
Yeah.
Which, no offense to Huge, he's just not playing a dancing champion compared to someone like Swain.
Gets a pretty good hook on. Damage is not there though.
Yeah, we're not really going to see that damage for a while yet. He is 6, which means he should combo well. But I think he does need Nebulon to come up and help out.
Yep. In fact, we might see a little bit of that.
Both junglers are actually very close up here. Prowler is about halfway to 6. Ooh, Nebulon might run into Prowler here. Let's see what happens. There is a ping calling out about Nebulon's presence here. Does get deep enough though. That aggro on the blue golem is quite severe. Alright, Prowler not able to steal or anything of that nature. Huge did rotate down to help. Very low on mana, Huge is. Might want to go back soon. A lot of damage on Hickey, but he's not really in that much trouble. Scion isn't going to be dealing that much damage. Scion did pick an attack damage item, so it doesn't look like they're going. Oh, all right. So
Odin's in trouble.
Here we go. We did see that ultimate used to block the ultimate of Huge as well, but or that shield used rather to block the ultimate of Huge.
Jeez.
But 2 9 lives kills. I'm not sure what Shaken thinks he can do up here. Does back off.
If Odin did get... Phew. Aneurysm right now. Did get Nebulon a little bit under tower, further under tower. Definitely would have had a better chance of killing him, but not so much.
And decides to teleport right back to lane to make up for lost time. We'll see if Huge decides to teleport as well, or if he decides to walk. We do see Galio rotating here. This could be for an engage. The Galio ultimate could be very impactful if Brandana jumps in. But we'll see what happens here. Hickey thinking of going the long way. Just hanging out. Waiting for his opening. A lot of attempts to get an opening here. This could be really bad for Ace and Ashway, who are both relatively immobile. Here we go. Brandana jumping in for the couple. The knockback on Ace. Very well done. Ashway should be able to get out of this, yes, but Ace is in a lot of trouble. Let's see what happens here. There is no one covering the backdoor escape. Ace may be able to get out of here.
Scion's coming in.
Yep, Scion's here. Honor Guard. Gonna tank the turret to get Ace out. That is really interesting. Oh, here comes Brandana. Shaken, doing a back thing there. All right.
Oh. Does the enlarge so that
Wow.
Brandana does not die.
And now they're going to try to turn on Huge here. Prowler should be able to help out. Big stun there. Let's see what happens. Flashes to get out of there. All right, that was your escort mission of the night, everybody.
Yeah.
That was the most team play we've seen in a while here. All right, everyone, let's hold Ace's hand. He's had a rough day. Let's help him through the scary neighborhood. Hilariously good job by Option 12 there.
Indeed. S rank for the sneaking mission back. Alright.
Okay, so the dragon still hasn't been contested really at all. Poor Cloud Drake. Nobody wants to come by and say hi.
That's a Cloud Drake. They don't want mobility yet.
Now, I can't imagine how mobility would have helped them, such as running away from that fight there.
Ah, they didn't need it. Perfectly fine.
Ace getting that Sivir chip damage here on Brandana. That combo does seem like it will work very well for them, though. I don't know if Brandana wants to risk himself that much every time.
Mm-hmm.
Prefer to see a full combo on like Nebulon. Get the Lulu and the Scion ult both on him.
Odin? Buddy? Odin.
Interesting. Maybe a disconnect?
No, that was intentional.
Sorry, when I popped up there, he was just standing still and dying. So you know,
Yeah.
lot of CC comes out of Huge. Can't really ignore that. Oh, big fight coming up here. Prowler taken really low. Here's that combo we were talking about. Xin, very powerful, but here comes the train. Big stun lands there on the Xin. Polymorph as well. But now Galio's going to come in. Shaken is taken very low. Ace does manage to take out the Xin with a double kill. Managed to snag the Lulu as well. Doesn't quite manage to end it up, though, thanks to a great taunt. And Brandana wants more. Flashes for it. Flashes blown all the way. 1 for 2, actually.
Not bad.
So,
Not bad.
Somehow that worked out there for Option 12. Probably because Shaken managed to get out. That could have gone really poorly otherwise. I mean, I suppose Greatbeard of Odin made it 2 for 2. But I don't think that really counts. Alright, so 1,000 gold lead. 4-9 lives. They definitely feel more comfortable, I think, with this team comp.
Yep.
Helped by the oddity. Oh, this is an angry Nocturne. I don't agree with this at all.
Oh,
Probably underestimated
Prowler.
where Gregosaurus was. Has to flash to get out.
Prowler, buddy.
Yeah, got overexcited. Probably figured the Lulu wasn't going to be coming back that quickly. It might have done better if Lulu was there. Greatbeard of Odin gets spotted here. Does have Scion to help. And now they're going to go for this Cloud Drake. Not a bad time to do it.
Oh, gets that off.
There's a teleport coming up here to help out. Hopefully Greatbeard of Odin does not get caught out. Gregosaurus maybe gonna try to steal. Lulu does have the damage for it. Nope, a little too late. Alright.
Now, Option 12 has a little bit more mobility whenever they try to do another great escape. Really looking for this mid lane.
It will be a 4v5 if there is any sort of engagement. Shay can get really aggressive there. With Brandana not there, it's not a bad idea because Brandana has a lot of the team's gold under his belt. But we'll see what happens. Looks like everyone's fine going back to their corners.
Yep.
But getting that one objective. Another Cloud Drake will be the next dragon, so not a lot of Infernals coming out for these teams.
Or Ocean.
We'll see if they're able to utilize this speed. I can only imagine that's going to really help Sivir, especially.
Right. There's a little bit of mobility to a non-mobile champ.
Not only that, but when her ultimate is move fast, having at least part of, a passive part of her ultimate available at all times is very useful.
Yep. Shaken doing a lot of damage to Hickey, just chunking him with that. Yeah, you have to respect it now, Hickey.
Yep. Oh, there's the ignite.
Ooh.
Flashes too. See if the ignite does enough. It does.
Nice. Okay, Shaken, I take it back. My doubt for that ignite has been taken back.
That's the kind of ignites that LCUS wishes he would get. Alright, Prowler needs a little help here. Shaken come in to help out. There is a ping. They do know this is happening. I don't think there's anything they can do to stop it, though. Prowler may get killed here.
Boy.
Okay. Very close. Manages to get it out. And now Prowler will get out before there's any trouble. 9 lives has rotated to the mid lane. Making sure that turret's okay. Giving Hickey a little bit of help. I mean, all things considered, Hickey's been doing pretty well, but this Scion's just starting to get out of control. Would like to see some more health on this Scion, though. We don't need 80 Scion memes here, people.
It's a little bit too late for that. Ashway and Ace got a little bit of trouble on your tails.
They do ult, but they're going to get cut off by Nebulon here. Nebulon goes straight on Ashway. Good Nocturne ult, who decides to go in. I don't know if I agree with that, but it may not matter. Teleport is cancelled, so Odin is having his own problems in the top lane, but manages to not get taken off. And everyone just backs off. It's so funny with all these Nocturne games how many of his paranoias have been defensive. Are always defensive.
Right. Just waiting for Brandon to... Nah, Nocturne's not gonna do nothing.
Yeah, Prowler is nowhere near as fed as some of his contemporaries have been. Or even as fed as he was last game. Oh, here comes Nebulon onto this Scion. Scion just hype trains out.
Ace really wants that tower. Not sure if he's gonna get it.
Next minion in wave he should be able to, depending what other engagement. Oh, but here comes the Nautilus. They do see this, so they're able to back off. Ward stabilize everybody. Oh, they're going in on Ashway again here. I think she may end up dying. Flash is blown. That detonation should kill her. Alright. Ace gets pushed back as well. Prowler committing to this a little more than he should have, and Ace is suddenly all alone. 2 flashes blown. Scion here to help.
Alright.
Okay. So 2 kills. Definitely what 9 lives needed to feel like they've still got momentum in this game. They should get this turret though now. Sure. Ace tanking the turret. Probably not a good idea.
Getting a little bit too excited there, buddy.
Alright, so that was first brick, as Jeff says.
First brick, now lay down the mortar for the win.
Mid turret could go down pretty easily as well. Scion coming back to try to make that happen. Xin working through the mid lane here. Dragon coming up in 75 seconds. Greatbeard of Odin farming up, 40 CS ahead. 2 deaths though, definitely not where he wants to be. Whoa, that's a lot of damage on Gregosaurus.
Yeah. All that from cute little snowman too.
AD Scion, everyone.
I feel like Phoenix will make it happen.
Big rotation up here to the top lane. Interesting place to drop the Herald. Almost doesn't get it off, but now Yuge is in a lot of trouble. All the power used on him, and he's going to go down. Greatbeard of Odin getting some revenge there. And this turret's going to go down as well. Brandana, meanwhile, is going to get that bot turret. We'll see how much of a push Option 12 gets out of this, though. They are hungry, and they could get 2 turrets.
But definitely a cheeky way to use the Herald right there. Yep, 2 turrets down. And the train keeps going.
Maybe, well, at least get some damage on 3. I don't think they'll get 3, but they're going to at least, yeah. Big hit there. Brandana's here, though.
And run away. Touch a little quick and go.
Nice to see Shaken rotate over just in case they don't need him. Baron up in 45 seconds. Would like to see a ward or two drop down there as they retreat. But they do not. They choose to go mid instead. That turret is very weak. Oh, big play there. Here we go. Huge going in. Huge knockup. Hits a couple of teammates. Ace pops ult for the retreat. Ult also blown by Prowler, but Great Beard of Odin once again the victim here. Ace tries to shield on that ult. Doesn't quite work. Gets picked off as well. Ace over-predicting how fast that missile travels. And sticking around a little too long, loses a tower as a result. Retreat called, going straight for Dragon.
This is definitely not what option 12 wanted out of that scuffle.
Definitely not, and it's important to remember that 9 Lives does still have a gold lead. This is a game that option 12 is trying to fight back from. So despite how powerful that top lane push was, they are not winning. And they need to remember that. I mean, granted, it's very close. It's close enough to not say that either team is really winning, but there is a gold lead for 9 Lives, and option 12 needs to at least have that slightly in their minds.
Yep. Need to respect it at least a little bit.
Alright, so at this point there was a call to at least check on Baron. Gregosaurus is there to do that now, drops a ward. And they go for this turret again. They'll get it this time. So finally they can stop obsessing over that turret, move on to other things.
Ace being chased by Xin Zhao, but Xin Zhao backs off knowing that the rest of the team is right there.
Alright, we'll see what happens here. Oh, Hook comes in. Shaken's in a little bit of trouble there. Here comes CB Hickey as well. Let's see what happens here. Odin taking a little bit of damage. Ooh, big pushback there by Brandana. That ult has given him a lot to deal with here. Huge goes down. Galio goes down. Brandana dealing a lot of damage. Not quite enough though. Nebulon trying to get Great Beard of Odin does manage to do it. Actually, Nebulon could really cause a significant amount of damage here. Is going to kill Ashway. Ashway, nope. Ashway does manage to flash out. Alright. So that was a 3 for 2 in favor of 9 Lives, actually.
Yeah. Blink and you miss it, folks.
Brandana doing very well, staying out of that fight to the best of his ability. And once again, Nebulon coming around on that backside. People underestimate Zhao quite a bit. More often than you might expect, but I mean, when he shows up and you don't address him, he will kill your back line. And laugh about it.
What an asshole.
Next dragon will be another Cloud Drake. So, all about the rotations, none of the damage for the dragons today. For option 12 at least. Baron's still hanging out. Neither team is really, I would say, in a position that they can comfortably try to take Baron. Gregosaurus misses the control ward. Now, the one person left playing League of Legends who plays fixed screen is going, well, I would have seen that. I would have gotten that. Alright, so a little bit of aggression from 9 Lives in the mid lane here. They do see Prowler here relatively alone, though he does have Shaken close by. Oh, they land the Polymorph. I think he's going to get away, though. Hickey trying to land a taunt. Nope, Pixels. And Ace is split pushing with Ashway. They should get this turret if they're uncontested, but here come the Yordles.
Movement speed, run away.
Oh, Ashway's going to die quite easily here. Here comes Prowler to try to help. Does get a big play there. Big shutdown. A lot of damage coming out here. Everything's comboing very well. 9 Lives trickling in rather than being able to work as a unit. That would have worked a lot better if they were able to get there as a group, but instead they're not able to do so. A lot of turret damage on Shaken, though.
Ace.
Oh. Ace has been drawing a lot of turret aggro today.
Yeah.
Now, with Prowler and Shaken being the only ones left, Nebulon does feel very comfortable pushing up there. We will see. Oh, teleport is done defensively, so now suddenly Nebulon is all alone. Could be in a lot of trouble here, but isn't that aggressively chased. I don't think he'd be able to hold this turret, though, if they decide to force the issue, though we do have Lulu and Hickey coming back. So the turret should probably live. Probably getting a little greedy.
Ace would have stayed alive a little bit. They probably would have gotten that tower. Too bad for the aggro from the tower, though.
We do see, with the turret kills, the goal lead is now equal. So good job by Option 12 getting back in that by focusing on objectives. We haven't had many real straight-up team fights, though. And when we have, they've been things that 9 Lives have won. So if you're Option 12 here, do you feel confident enough to take a team fight? Or are you going to keep doing these kind of bounce around the map tactics?
When it comes to a team fight, they really need to focus on the squishy people first, because really what's been happening is that Nautilus has been hooking in, and it seems like everybody just seems to target Nautilus and try to bring him down, which has been playing very well to 9 Lives, because everybody else just is able to clean up. Like with that bot lane brawl that we had, we saw that a lot of Option 12's abilities were playing very well into each other, so that the damage dealers could actually get some damage off like Ace, but they need to have that opportunity.
Great Beard of Odin is split pushing. There is going to have to be some effort to get down there to respond to it. Lulu looked as though it was to be volunteering to get down there, but not the best idea. So we'll see how long Great Beard of Odin decides to stick around. Looks as though he's still going to be uncontested. 9 Lives doesn't seem really to know what to do here. They seem to be thinking about trying to engage, but it's now a 4v4. Ace caught off a little bit by himself. A lot of pings on Ace, but he should be able to get out. I've been noticing that almost all of Ace's ults this game have been defensive.
Yeah.
Almost never any sort of big aggression play here. Oh, Nebulon might be in a little bit of trouble, manages to get under turret. With the amount of farming that Odin has been doing, he doesn't have, like, his KDA is not great, but he's got more CS than almost everybody. Or than everybody. Though Brandana will probably try to catch up to him eventually. So he is still a presence, and Nebulon just learned that. Alright, 2 Cloud Drakes now. Definitely going to help with those rotations. Prowler stealing farm from poor Nebulon.
The mid lane has moved to the top lane.
This feels like a very, this is a very tense game. Prowler taken very low. Paranoias to try to get out. Also trying to help out Scion, who choo-choos away. A lot of, I mean, all the ults have been very defensive this game.
Right. There really hasn't been an opportunity for use for an attack, because they don't want to initiate.
Pushed off the turret, do get some damage on it though. It's interesting to see 9 Lives on their back foot like this. I think as though they probably could win a team fight, but they just aren't being given the option. They're being pulled every which way. Which actually kind of feels like what happened last week as well, where they just were being bounced around so much they couldn't find the team fights they wanted, the engagements they wanted. Winion's up in that top lane though. This Scion's gonna die. Scion goes straight for Brandana. There's that strength of that AD Scion. Big angry zombie Scion. Alright, next dragon will be, there's that Infernal that they've been waiting for. Both sides will really benefit from that, but it's going to be a while still. Baron's still up with 2 control wards on it, so both sides see what's going on there. And both teams being very cautious here. They know how close the game is. Ashway doing her job. And Great Beard of Odin continues to farm. He's a hard carry.
Yep.
He knows he's a hard carry. He knows he just needs to avoid fighting for the next 20 minutes and he'll be fine.
Yep.
Brandana is spotted. Odin wisely backs off. I said Odin wisely backs off. There he goes. Alright, there's a call to grab Galio here. Hickey is in a little bit of trouble. Should be able to dash away, though. Oh, flashes instead. There's a dash. Oh, and a collapse there.
Oh, boy.
Immediate call for Baron. Alright, so 9 Lives really wants to make a statement here. 2 control wards. And Option 12 knows they can't get up there in time, though Great Beard of Odin is going to try. I don't think he's got much of a chance, though. I don't think Option 12 is going to get anything out of this. Good attempt to steal there, but not really much of a chance. All right, so here we go. This is gonna decide the tempo of the game here. If Option 12 decides to stick around, they wisely back off. So that's a free Baron. I mean, that's just what that was.
Yep.
Kill besides too. Prowler's got to be careful not to get picked off. Because no one on their team is really fed except Ace at this point. I mean, obviously, we've got 272 CS on this Irelia. Looking at gold, though, Irelia is still 4th place. So not quite the hard carry you'd actually be looking for. 7-1 on Brandana, which is crazy. Zin doing pretty well as well.
That's that Brandana Tristana. Forced to be reckoned with.
Alright, Gregosaurus moving up on here. Odin! Not really, yeah, you don't really want to go. Oh! Nebulon forcing the issue here. Let's see what happens. Prowler very low, does get taken out. Galio ult as well. The defensive ultimate's really messing with Option 12 here. Scion is in the back line. Great Beard of Odin has to flash. Will probably get dove on. Ashway trying to save him. May actually be able to do it. Unfortunately, not quite able to do it. Tower taken out as well. That's 3 for nothing, and they're going to keep pushing. Ace caught away from his team. Ashway is going to go down as well. Can Ace hold here? I don't think he's going to be able to. There is the hook. There is the pull. Ace is going to get taken out, and suddenly 9 lives. Baron buff. 1, 2, 3 kills. There's the team fight they wanted, and there's the game. We're going to game 3.
Yeah, got that right. Oh boy.
Chat was very confident in Option 12, but no one suspects the AD Scion mid.
Nope.
Alright, graphs. Look, that's Brandana for you. On paper. That's what it is.
A lot of damage.
A lot of
damage.
A lot of damage.
Yep.
Okay. Well then. So we're seeing kind of a repeat of what happened in the first set of games here.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised at that. That's what happens when you bring out the special teams.
Right, exactly. And you know, if Option 12 manages to win here, we'll ask about the Scion pick. And if they don't, it's hard to say that Scion pick may not have been the cause of their downfall, though. The Scion did do rather well. It's, you know, not what you expect from a normal comp. All right, we're having ready signals already, so we're going to take a quick break and move into Game 3. Don't go anywhere.